Is that working? Am I here? Am I live? I think so. Okay. Take two. Here it is. It's day two. So I got Dungeon Degenerates yesterday. Posted a video. Was not impressed. Slept on it. Left it alone. Didn't touch it. Um, and then I had another look at it today. And here we go. So let's do the proper unboxing. So I did decide to hold on to it. Still not impressed with a couple of things, but here I am nonetheless. I'm on my app, but it's on YouTube. Oh, hey, look at that. I can see comments. Holy crap. Res reads. Res. Yeah, it's okay, basically. I was a little annoyed. I'm still a little annoyed. I'm less annoyed today than I was yesterday because as John and Jello was so kindly reminding me, it's really too bad because I was very excited about this game. And that's true. I was very excited about getting this game. So I held on to that, and am I impressed with the way that they dealt with things? No, I'm still not. But whatever. So here we go. Enough of that. Read me first, Dungeon Degenerates. Hand of Doom. Spent a bit of time today watching videos. I have to give a shout out to a channel called Josh H Gaming Corner. He did, I think it was 4 videos where he goes through, he kind of plays the intro campaign, which is called On the Run. You can play this game solo, but you can play up to 4 people. You can play individual missions and change your characters each time. You can play campaigns and keep your same characters and do a bunch of different campaigns. So there's a lot of flexibility to this game, which is also really impressive. He has some great videos doing that solo playthrough, though. I'm almost done them. I think I'm on the 4th video. I've watched the first 3 this afternoon. And really, really good. Really gives you a taste. He also had a video where he built some inserts for this, so I have to give him a shout out for that too, because I totally ripped off his design and I built some inserts this evening. And I think they turned out phenomenal, especially in a game like this. The setup for these kind of games, you know, even games like Cave Evil and War Cults and stuff, it's always a pretty heavy duty setup. The way that he separated all the cards and all the tokens and everything with his inserts, all you do is you just pull them out and you're ready to play. So I really appreciated that. So again, that's Josh H Gaming Corner. If you're into gaming, if you want to watch some stuff, I haven't seen what other videos he has. I know he has a lot, though. Definitely check him out. So when I backed this about a year ago, there was a few things, extras. They threw in some stickers. I got a Degenerates patch. I got a Dungeon Degenerates 2 pins. I got, and this is, I'm kind of excited for this. There's like a hand, the Hand of Doom, I guess. G-Don. How's it going, G-Don? So this is kind of cool. They did miniatures for the game as well, Focus. And they had this kind of pointer finger, comes unpainted. I've seen a few paint jobs, and then you can crazy glue it down onto the stand right there. I'm not sure when this actually comes into play in the game, but super cool. And I imagine this is the same material that the miniatures are made out of as well. I did not do the miniatures. I did not go that route. It was a little too pricey. One of the things that I did do, though, was they had some, let me just put these down. They created a couple of world books. So for Brutalberg in the Lowlands, Pigskin Port in the Highlands, and basically what it is they wrote a history of these areas. The creatures that live there, the parts of town. They've even created crests for the different families that live in the town. They show you where it is on the map. governing crime and punishment in the Empire, the Jester, Emperor, etc., etc., the War of the Whip. So just really gives a full-on history. I have yet to dive into these too much. Very imaginative, though. A lot of thought going into it. And of course, the crazy art that goes along with everything, too. So there was 2 world books. I think there was only 2 world books. So I grabbed those ones as kind of a bonus. I have to put you down for 1 sec while I open up the lid here. Oh, it's a tight fit there, people. There we go. Okay. So, it's a chalk. The box is cramped to the hilt. The inserts I made, they just raise everything up quite a bit. So you have your Hand of Doom rulebook. 37 pages. Again, with Sean Aberg's art all through it. Breakdown of all the components, how much you should have of everything, the map overview. I won't go through every single page. The regions. And then this is basically the setup. This map setup here is the setup for the intro campaign on the run. I believe, yes, this example shows the board setup for 4 players to begin the first mission in the missions book on the run. And I think it's suggested that you start at that first mission. Not that it's completely easy, but it gives you a good introduction. And like I said, from the video, it does look like a really good intro to the game. So just kind of flip through, like, look at that. His art is phenomenal. There's no doubt about it. The look of it is incredible. I am glad that I backed it. Like, I am glad that I did get it. Just would have been nicer if it was a little easier transition. Anyway, that's that. Put that aside. Then you get some character sheets. So on the front side, this is the Hinterlander. It tells you what class he is. He's a human, hunter, and from the wild class. Items that he starts the game with: hunting bow and trail ration. His skill is fieldcraft. AGI is agility. Con, don't know. Mag, don't know. Morale is MRL. Strength is STR. I can't remember what persistence maybe is PER. I don't know. And then it shows you where each of his items starts. So his health starts there. How much gold he has, how much luck he has. Or there's the health there. What's that? What's that icon then? I don't remember. Again, just kind of introduced to it. On the back, all of the characters have started in jail, basically. They're all in jail, and they bust out and kind of go on this mission together. So it tells you what his crime is: poaching. It tells you where his homeland is, the Witchwood. Gives a little backstory. There's certain skills that you can pick up throughout the game. There's certain times where you can go through the skills deck and hand pick some for your characters. These are the ones, gourmet and immunity are the ones that are suggested for this character. And then at the beginning of the game, to get some extra, I don't know if it's extra strength or it's extra, is that persistence or perseverance? I don't remember. You get some extra points, basically, if you decide to take a weakness. So his suggested weakness is paranoia. Mercenary, alchemist. We'll just go through the characters. Whoops. Corpse burner. Really glossy cards. They did a really good job with the components, I have to say. Like these are heavy duty cards. They're really, really nice. The Witch Smeller. The Bloodsport Brawler. The Bog Conjurer. That's one that I'll probably end up playing. Vermin Hunter. And the Void Witch. So all of these characters, they did make little figures for. But the game also comes with some standees, which I'll show you later. Some cheat sheets come in here. So sequence of play, map actions, rest actions. Instead of kind of wandering through the map, you can decide to rest and gain back some strength. Locations where you can go from the Tunnel of Terror, you can get to Pigskin Port. From Pigskin Port, you can get to the East Bridge, North Bridge, or the Watchtower. Just kind of gives you a little handy reference. Location and what territory they're in. On the flip side, we have some counters, so it kind of gives you a breakdown of the icons. Danger card icons, advancing the Doom track, etc. And another cheat sheet with combat round, how combat happens, actions in combat, combat dice, the defense dice, the attack dice, and the power die. Assault, attack roll, etc. On the back is, here we go, here's some more icons for you. So there we go. AGI is agility, constitution, magic, morale, perception, strength, and armor. XP is experience, GP is gold pieces, HP is hit points, luck, party, wound, assault, guard, bold, cautious, etc., etc., etc. So that's pretty damn handy. Gives you all of the little icons so you can figure out what the hell you're looking at when you pick up the cards. Adventurer status conditions. So during the game you can get slimed, you can be poisoned, exalted or suppressed, blessed and demoralized, focused and blinded, invigorated, weakened, fatigued, detained, infected, stunned. There we go. And then here's a book of the missions. Let's see. So this looks like it has 20 pages, and it talks about starting a campaign, setting up a mission, the mission deck, objectives, special rules, etc. On the run. So there's the first kind of mission right there. So on the run is how you start off the game. Gives you a nice one-pager. Loot and pillage. Throw it in the pit. Caravan through the Badlands. Screaming for vengeance. Cleanse the blight. War on goblins. More and more and more. Bringer of doom. And then if you backed the game, the demonic servants, they put your name in. And down there you can see good old little old me, Crack. There you go. And now let's have a look at this board. The board is unbelievable as well, to say the least. If I can manage this. Sorry, everybody. Crack in print, exactly. 64-page special. How are you? So here's the board. Just beautiful. Again, beautiful stuff. I mean, talk about immersing yourself in a world when you're playing a game. It was the same with, it's the same with Cave Evil and War Cults. The whole artistic style, everything that comes with those games, really you just get submerged in this world. And it's the same with this one. It's just this one is a more colorful world as opposed to bleak. So there you go. And again, the quality of that map board is stellar. Okay. So there we can see the first of the inserts that I made. So loot cards, danger cards, doom cards. There's your weaknesses there. These are... you can gain kind of experience, skills rather, looter. So on the first side is the base level, and you have to have these requirements. You have to be a merchant or a rogue. It costs you 8 experience points to buy this skill. When you make a loot roll, roll 2 dice and use either result. And then if you want to upgrade, you can flip it over. I believe you have to pay the 8 again to be able to get the mastery of it, which allows you to do the same thing as the previous side, plus another one. If you draw a disease or monster while looting, make a perception test. If you pass, you may discard that card without resolving it. So just to give you a taste. So there's all sorts of skills that you can acquire throughout the game. And those are the ones that you can kind of pick and choose when it comes up. You can pick and choose whichever one you want. And then in here are some of the heavy-duty standees. There is some stands right in there, but beautiful, double-sided. So that's the spot for them there. Of course, dice, triumph cards, etc. And then all the various tokens. You can see I won't go through all of them, but I have them all kind of sorted out. So let's see if I can do this. Stand by. I'm still here. You haven't lost me. This one is a snug fit, but here it comes. There we go. And then the card tray. Again, a shout out to Josh H Gaming. Really, really great idea. This way, here's the game. You're ready to go. Some extra map pieces. Just stop in there. Just really, really easy. All the cards come out. You can shuffle the decks, go back in their spot. Little kind of cutouts to be able to get to the cards. Everything fits nicely and organized in the box itself. So each area has some different monsters that you may encounter. For example, the Goblin Guard. If you're in the Badlands, if you're in the Highlands, you might come across the Man Catcher. It's very cool. A nice color scheme with each. The Lowlands. You might come across the Weird. Can't remember what the actual character is from Japanese folklore there for that parasol-looking guy. The Bull Scrog Patriarch in the Wetlands. And then there's different encounters for each of the territories. So one called Spiral to the Void. You have to resolve it immediately. And then Lowlands encounters, Highlands encounters, Badlands encounters, epic loot that you can come across throughout the game. Epic monsters. Things like the Brute Lord or the Megavarm. And you can fight the law as well. There's some, because you've broken out of prison. Plague Conscript. He didn't come across, so far in my video anyway, he hasn't come across any law cards. So I don't know how these come into play, but we'll see. And then these are Signs of Power. The Sign of Malice. The Finger of Scorn. So there you have it. Dungeon Degenerates, everybody. I'm really looking forward to playing this now, actually, especially after watching that video. Kind of piques my interest yet again. So there you have it. I'm keeping the game. It ain't so bad. There was some damage up here. And a couple of spots. Yeah, there you can sort of see them there. Couple of dings on the front. I mean, you know, yeah, whatever. So let's not harp on that anymore. We've got the game. We're going to play the game. Thank you very much for joining me. 64-page special. I'm assuming you're the only one that's left here. Everybody else has long since disappeared. Thanks very much for watching. And as I said, Josh H. Gaming Corner. Definitely check him out if you want to see a little more about the game itself. If this sort of thing interests you. I'm really excited about it. My son comes to visit in a couple of days, and we'll probably end up playing the first campaign there, or the first mission, and see how it goes. On a side note, finished the damn table too. Really happy with the way it turned out. Put on a coating. Larasa had suggested a specific coating. Just so happens my wife had some of it, so it's pretty heavy duty, sturdy stuff. There you go. Rock on, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll talk to you.